Hello, this is Heather with Arizona Songbird Senior Living Solutions. And I'd like to talk to you today a little about the difference between an assisted living community and a group home or a care home. So, an assisted living community is larger than a group home. Assisted living communities sort of resemble a hotel, I guess you could say. There's often more than one level, not always, but there's a large dining room, and often there are multiple activities throughout the day. And that's one of the benefits of an assisted living community, is you can look forward to games like bingo is always a big hit with seniors, as well as live entertainment. They'll have musicians come in. Sometimes they'll pair that with happy hour, which includes drinks, wine, beer, and of course, soda, and often food. Another advantage with senior living communities that are larger is there are a lot of little spaces throughout the community where you can sit and read a book, like just find a little space. Maybe there's a little love seat in a little corner room that's decorated cute. When residents are out of their little apartments, then they can go into like a room with a television. Sometimes there's other people in there, sometimes not, but there's usually a place to find some privacy if you just want to get out of your room and you want to go to a place. Sometimes they'll even have like little cages of pretty birds, or sometimes they'll have, they often have really pretty courtyards and outdoor areas to enjoy. Now, group homes are residential houses that have been converted for the purpose of senior living. The nice thing is, no matter what, if it's a larger community that looks like a hotel, or if it's a little house, pretty much with a kitchen and bedrooms that you could just live in no matter what your age, but it's been specifically converted for senior living, they're all under the same scrutiny as per the Department of Health Services. They undergo inspections where they're checking many things, hundreds of things, everything from medication management. How is it recorded? How do you ensure that the residents are taking their medications? Is it safe? Is it locked? So no matter where you go, the department is making regular visits unexpectedly so that they can make sure that the safety of the residents, is in check. And then they'll write them up with deficiencies if they are lacking in something. And sometimes they fine them as well. So a smaller group home is less expensive usually. Often there's no community fee, which is a little something to consider with assisted living. You don't get that fee back. You move in, you got to pay $2 or $3 or $5 or $6 or $8,000, depending on what part of the valley you're in, and you don't get it back. It just goes to maintain the property. But when you move into a group home, usually you don't have that. Maybe you'll pay a prorated amount or first month's rent, kind of like when you're renting a house. But it's a nice alternative for someone who would not take advantage of the activities. Because there's usually not a lot of activities in group homes. There's going to be a little room, so that people can have their own space for sleeping or relaxing in a chair. Their TV. And then there'll be like a family room set up, often with other residents. They can look forward to meals. And often you can always see if there's dietary restrictions with the person moving in. They'll take that into consideration. There's often a covered patio in a little group home. And so that's a nice alternative. The nice thing is there's usually 1 or 2 or 3 caregivers, 4 caregivers. It just depends with a smaller group home. But with there being fewer residents, like 4 or 5 or maybe up to 10 residents, if they have 2 or 3 caregivers in there, the ratio is going to be better. There's going to be more eyes on them in a group home. So if someone's a severe fall risk, really has advanced Alzheimer's, and it won't matter so much if there's 10 activities a day to choose from. Sometimes a group home is the best option. Not always. There's some wonderful memory care communities too, where they have lots of music, because we know that Alzheimer's, folks with Alzheimer's just love music. It's very therapeutic to them. So if you would like to, if it's worth it to spend more money on a memory care community where they have really honed in on training the staff on how to redirect someone who may be agitated because they have Alzheimer's, then a larger memory care community might be the best option, and if you have the budget for that. But if safety matters and making sure someone has a nice warm bed and can get help every morning getting up and around and eating and all that, then sometimes a group home is the best option. So I just wanted to share with you a few of the differences. And if you would like to discuss anything with me, I'm always happy to consult with you about what you're going through with what senior living options may be best for you or your family. So you can call me anytime. My number is 602-319-1447. And my website is www.arizonasongbird.com. Thank you.